Hello luxury watch lovers! In this channel, I cover the background, fundamental design features, and things to consider before buying the watch. If you have a luxury watch that you'd like me to cover, let me know in the comments below. In this video, I'm going to cover what I think are the top 10 best Invicta watches. The history of Invicta watches is extensive and fascinating. This is an intriguing history because nowadays, Invicta is mainly seen as an American company, while having roots and a lengthy history in Switzerland, the home of watchmaking. While other companies such as Rolex and Omega draw inspiration from the past, it seems that Invicta is looking toward the future. Invicta primarily focuses on producing fashionable fashion watches for individuals looking for a sporty and fashionable timepiece at an affordable price. In this video, we'll take a closer look at the best and most well-liked Invicta timepieces for all styles, preferences, and tastes. So keep watching this video to find our top choice and several other best Invicta watches. Let's dive in, beginning from number 10. Invicta Speedway Steel Chronograph 9211. The Invicta Speedway Chronograph reference 9211 actually deviates from what Invicta is best known for, which is creating bold, large, and bulky timepieces. Instead, it is a timeless, sophisticated, and versatile wristwatch with an athletic appearance. And it's clear that the Rolex Daytona, one of the world's most recognizable watches, served as inspiration for its design. Due to its 39.5mm casing, this watch will fit a wide range of wrist sizes without feeling overly heavy or cumbersome. The watch case has a mineral crystal on top and a fixed polished bezel with an Esch tachymeter scale. The dial is clean and simple, but it accomplishes this without skimping on features that keeps it relevant and prevents it from coming off as boring. The watch features a white background with a textured finish that gives it some depth. The dial features Daytona-inspired hands that nearly appear to have been stolen right from a Daytona, as well as attached metal hour markers with luminescence on them. The 3 chronograph sub-dials on this watch have black frames around them, which adds a lovely touch of style and gives this Invicta a unique panda look. Invicta has further incorporated a date window between 4 and 5 o'clock for the sake of everyday convenience. The caliber VD53B14 Japanese quartz movement powers the watch, and given that this watch is not a diving watch but rather a race watch, the water resistance of this watch is fairly good at 200 meters, which is quite impressive and allows you to go swimming without having to take it off. Moving along to number 9. Invicta Speedway Gold and Steel Chronograph 9212. This Invicta Speedway features a two-tone yellow gold and steel finish, making it a more elegant and classy model. The watch features the same stainless steel case with a diameter of 39.5mm, but the gold touch is provided by a yellow gold finish bezel. To match the yellow gold theme, it is presented on a 3-link oyster-style bracelet with yellow gold middle links and steel outer links with a folding clasp. Invicta chose a white dial for the watch, which has a beautiful and modern appearance and complements the yellow gold perfectly. It sports yellow gold subdials instead of black panda subdials, which wonderfully complement the yellow gold theme. The attached metal hour markers on the dial also have luminescence on them. This watch is powered by the Japanese quartz caliber VD53B14 and has a water resistance of 200 meters, so you can go diving or swimming with it without any problems. Hopping across to number 8. Invicta Pro Diver Automatic 5053. This Pro Diver 5053 is a fantastic, reasonably priced option if you want a traditional sporty dive watch with a colorful twist. This watch's 40mm stainless steel case measures 14mm thick, and its timeless style is undoubtedly influenced by the iconic Rolex Submariner. The case has brushed lugs with polished sides, and the crown is shielded between crown guards. It's intriguing to see how a watch in this price range could have a case that is so beautifully crafted and has such good attention to detail. Being a dive watch, it has a unidirectional rotating bezel. It boasts a dark blue dial with attached metal hour markers that are illuminated, matching the color of the bezel. Additionally, there is luminosity throughout the hands. It is powered by the automatic Japanese caliber NH35A. The 24 jewel movement is visible through the see-through case back. Overall, this is a versatile wristwatch that works incredibly well for sports and casual occasions. Onwards to number 7, Invicta Speciality 45mm Chronograph 6621. The Invicta Speciality Chronograph 6621 is a sporty and masculine watch that exhibits certain characteristics of the large, chunky, stylish, and masculine watches for which Invicta is perhaps best known. If you simply want a sporty timepiece with a bit more going on, it's still a wonderful option since it's not the boldest and busiest watch that Invicta offers. It has a 45mm stainless steel case that is 12.5mm thick. Due to the additional chronograph pushes on the sides, the case seems slightly larger and the crown is protected by a crown guard. This watch's distinctive bezel design with sporty edges is what makes it stand out. The bezel has a blue aluminium bezel insert. The tachymeter scale is printed on the dial's relatively large sloped chapter ring. The dial's center is blue as well, and it has a lovely brushed sunburst finish that pleasantly reflects the light. With its sporting purpose and possibly slightly pilot-inspired style, the dial's bold white Arabic numerals blend nicely with it. As it is a chronograph, there are 3 chronograph subdials on the dial. It also features a date window tucked in between 4 and 5 o'clock. The hands are sword-shaped, slim and filled with luminescence, which makes them stand out against the background fairly well. Since this isn't actually a diving watch, its 100-meter water resistance should be sufficient for most situations. It can withstand water splashes and even short durations of swimming. And lastly, it is driven by a quartz movement. Almost at the halfway mark is number 6, Invicta Pro Diver Gold 8929OB. For people who like the appearance of dive watches but also want something more distinctive, flashy, and daring, the Invicta Pro Diver Gold 8929OB stands out from the crowd and is a fantastic option. It has a 30mm yellow gold tone case and is displayed on an identical 3-link oyster bracelet in the same tone. In addition to having a bright pip at 12 o'clock, the bezel is also finished in gold but has a nicely contrasting black aluminium bezel insert. The dial, which is also black but features attached metal hour markers with yellow gold frames and luminous filling, provides contrast. There is no change to the Cyclops top date window at 3 o'clock. The automatic Japanese NH35A caliber mechanism is no different. At 200 meters, the water resistance is still pretty good and acceptable for swimming and diving. Overall, this Invicta Pro Diver incorporates all of the traditional and classic design elements of a dive watch and completes them with an all-gold appearance. Having said that, it manages to combine elegance and sportiness in a very intriguing way. While all gold watches may not be for everyone, it will undoubtedly stand out from the crowd and make a statement. Reaching the halfway mark is number 5, Invicta I-Force Speciality Chronograph 13787. This all-black Invicta Speciality I-Force Chronograph 13787 will satisfy your craving for a sports timepiece with a masculine appeal. It is presented with a big blacked-out case that measures 45mm in diameter, but at 12mm, the thickness is kept rather moderate. It is presented on a blacked-out steel bracelet to highlight how sporty it is. Naturally, the dial is also entirely black, but this has no negative impact on legibility. A tachymeter scale is printed in white along the dial's outer edge. There are luminescent, square hour markings with metal frames applied to the dial. When it comes to the functionality, the dial has 2 sub-dials that represent 60 seconds and 60 minutes. There is a date window at 3 o'clock that also displays the date prior and the day following the current day. It is driven by a Japanese quartz movement with the caliber VD51. This movement isn't very unique, but it's durable and accurate. Given that this is more of a pilot's watch, the water resistance is respectable at 100 meters. Overall, this is a masculine and stunning timepiece that stands out among many sports watches while still having a traditional and clean look thanks to its all-black design and bold pilots-inspired design. Climbing the ladder at number 4, Invicta Pro Diver Grand Diver. The Invicta Pro Grand Diver is a simple and elegant dive watch with a timeless design that clearly draws inspiration from the timeless Rolex Submariner. The watch's stainless steel case measures 47mm in diameter, making it somewhat large. Additionally, it is 14.44mm thick. It has a unidirectional rotating bezel with a black aluminium insert and a luminous pip at the 12 o'clock position, as a dive watch should. A 24-joule Japanese automatic movement with the caliber NH35A powers this watch. Additionally, this movement is visible via the see-through case back, which is a wonderful addition to the design that watch lovers will certainly like. The water resistance of this watch is a defining feature. Affordable dive watches typically only feature a design that is influenced by diving and has a very low water resistance. However, this one has a water resistance of 300 meters to support its depth rating. With a black background and huge applied metal hour markers filled with luminescence, the dial focuses on legibility. The hands are quite readable due to their size and arrow-shaped design. Additionally, a date window with a cyclops perched on top is located at 3 o'clock to assist in date reading. Making our top 3, Invicta Pro Diver 48mm 0069. The Pro Diver 48mm 0069 should be on your radar if you're looking for a genuinely sporty, robust watch with a dive-inspired design. The watch boasts a large stainless steel casing with a 48mm diameter and 12.5mm thickness. The crown, as well as the crown guards, are large and the lugs are thick. Basically, this watch's details are all huge. The watch features a chronograph function and a unidirectional rotating bezel with a black aluminium insert. It is driven by the Japanese quartz caliber VD53 for reliability. The hands are skeleton-shaped and the dial is black with applied hour markers. There are 3 chronograph subdials on the dial that display 60 minutes, 60 seconds, and 24 hours. Given that it's a dive watch, this watch's water resistance, which is 200 meters, is also quite good. This watch is certainly not for everyone due to its bold and massive design, but if you have a large wrist and can pull off a bulky and sporty design, this can be a fantastic option for you. Coming through at number 2, Invicta Men's Pro Diver Golden Steel. The Invicta Pro Diver is the brand's most well-known watch, and it's simple to see why. Although it has a design that is reminiscent of the vintage Rolex Submariner, the yellow gold finish gives it more elegance. The watch's classic size of 40mm and 12.5mm makes it the perfect fit for most men. A crown shield that protrudes from the casing protects the yellow gold crown, which has elements that are both brushed and polished. It sports a gold bezel with a black contrasting aluminium bezel insert and a luminous pip at 12 o'clock to match the yellow gold theme. The watch has a black dial with luminescent applied markers, a date window at 3 o'clock, and a cyclops on top to enhance legibility. The dial is designed to be relatively simple and balanced, as a dive watch should be. It doesn't have any extra features, functionalities, or design components that might compromise its simple aesthetic. It is presented on a bracelet made of steel and gold, which goes incredibly well with this watch. It is driven by the Japanese quartz caliber PC32 and has a 200-meter water resistance, making it appropriate for swimming and diving. Overall, this is a highly fashionable and reasonably priced watch that is appropriate for a variety of settings and looks equally excellent with jeans and a suit. And the moment we've been waiting for, number 1, Invicta Automatic Pro Diver Stainless Steel. The Pro Diver in black and steel, which resembles the renowned Rolex Submariner, is the most classic Invicta watch of them all. It boasts a unidirectional rotating bezel and a 40mm stainless steel case with a 14mm thickness. The crown is shielded by the crown guards and the bezel has a black aluminium insert. The Japanese automatic caliber NH35A can also be viewed by the see-through caseback, which is a great design feature, although the movement isn't polished or decorated in an extraordinary manner. The dial is simple, clean and balanced with a black background and luminescence applied hour markers. It has a date window with a cyclops on top at 3 o'clock. Despite its low price, it still provides a fantastic 200 meters of water resistance, making it appropriate for swimming and diving. Overall, the classic dive watch dial is one that is quite versatile and works incredibly well in many different situations. And this affordable Invicta gives all of that. This wraps up my review of the top 10 best Invicta watches. Thank you for watching this video. Nothing helps my channel more than you watching until the very end. If you enjoy this type of content, let me know in the comments what other watches you think deserve their own video. And remember, time is your greatest asset.